Hey guys, welcome back to Brighter Folks. Today we are taking a look at the Commodore 64 Mini. So let me just tell you guys, if you don't know anything about the Commodore 64, the Commodore 64 is actually in the Guinness Book of World Records as the best-selling computer of all time. It's estimated that in its life cycle, it sold between 12 and 17 million units at $595 retail, and basically it had a huge collection of games. It was really popular back in the day. Games were loaded off cassette or discs, and what we have here is a reincarnation of the Commodore 64. So basically what they've done is created a shell that looks like the Commodore 64. It's not a working computer, and inside it probably has something like an emulator like Raspberry Pi or something like that running the system. So you can play the 64 games that came included in the system, or if you get a USB stick, you could load up your own ROMs and play pretty much any game you can find on the Commodore 64 Mini. So I'm going to unbox it and show you what this little thing looks like, and then I'll give you some more details of the Commodore 64 Mini and how it works. So hey guys, inside the box you'll find the Commodore 64 Mini, which does not have a working keyboard. It's basically just an enclosure that has the hardware that runs the emulator and your ports. So you have your HDMI port on the back there that runs at 720p, two USB ports that you can connect to your joystick, or a USB stick with your own games, or to do your firmware updates. You can also connect a keyboard, which I recommend if you're going to do anything that requires a keyboard, as the virtual keyboard on screen would be a little bit of a pain to use. You can also connect this to a micro USB connector, so you got to make sure that you have your own connector, or that you can plug in the cord that came with the unit to the back of your TV or to some sort of other USB power source. And basically that's it, along with the joystick. The joystick pretty much emulates the joysticks of the 1980s. You know, I'm going to give it a go, and let's see how hard it is to play the games with the joystick that came included, and let's see what we can do with this guy. So hey guys, as you can see, the interface is pretty easy. It's just a carousel system that goes through the 64 games. So hey guys, I wanted to give you my honest opinion on the Commodore 64 Mini. If you have $99.99 and you want to pay full price for it, don't do it. I was able to get it actually at half price. So I got it on sale, I paid half of that, I didn't pay the full price for it. So at the price point that I paid for it, I think that it was a fair value. The hardware did emulate the Commodore 64 properly. Because it has USB support, I was able to connect a keyboard. Joysticks, I didn't have any luck running third-party joysticks, so I wasn't able to use an Xbox 360 controller. I had another joypad that from a different brand did not work. So the only thing that I would say is that if you somehow misplace or damage the joystick that comes with the unit, you're going to have problems running some of the games because they do depend on the buttons that are on that joystick. So to get a new one was $39.99, which is kind of pricey, but it would be the only option if you wanted to have the full control the way it was designed to be used with the unit, right? So the other cool thing was, because it does have USB support, I was able to get games to run on the unit outside of the 64 games that came with it. So if you have some ROMs sitting around or want to try something different other than the games that are on there, that did work right out of the box. All I had to do was find the ROMs, put them on a USB stick, stick it in the USB port, and it detected it right away. Firmwares were also easy to update the unit. All I had to do was go on their website, download the firmware, it detected it, and updated the unit to the latest firmware. So the Commodore 64 Mini is a fun, cool item for those who did not have a Commodore 64 growing up, or might have had one and want to replay some of the games, or just feel nostalgia and own something from the past. Would I recommend it to you guys? Like I said, if you can get it on sale or when they start discounting these units, sure, pick one up. It's a lot of fun. I did enjoy it. I'm going to play it. So that Commodore 64 Mini, it's fun, and I think you guys will enjoy it if you pick one up. But then again, you could just download an emulator, put it on your computer, and do the same thing. So it's up to you guys, but it is what it is. A lot of these retro systems are coming back. You're seeing the PlayStation 1 come back as a mini system, Nintendo NES, SNES, there's Sega game machines out there, Sega Genesis. So there are a whole bunch of these retro games coming back, and some people like to collect them, and that's really a niche market for these devices. It's people that want to play these old games or have a feeling of wanting to own something from the past that is no longer being made in production. So in conclusion, the Commodore 64 Mini is a lot of fun, and I'm going to go right back to what I was doing and finish California Games, which was one of the more interesting games that was on the included 64 titles. So I'm back to the games, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.